Hello YouTubers, I'm Parwiz, and in this video I'm going to show you that how you can build a simple media player in PyQt5. So this is the simple example that we are going to create. You can click on open video and you can choose a video like this, and you can click on play and it is playing my video in here like this. Also you can pause like this, and you can change like this, and you can make bigger this, so your window. So now let's get started. The first thing I have created a new Python file in the PyCharm IDE, and I need to import some classes in here from PyQt5 Qt widgets. I'm going to import Q application, and also I need to import Q widget, and I need to import sys. Okay, I'm going to create a class. I want to call the class window, and this class extends from Q widget, and this is my constructor, and this is my super method dot init, like this. Okay, because I have extended from the Q widget, now this class window can access to all attributes and methods of this Q widget class. Now you can use self.set window title, and you can set the title for this window class, and I'm going to just give it PyQt5 Media Player, and you can set the geometry for your window, so self.set geometry. Okay, now the geometry is the X and Y position, and also the width and height of our window. So for X and Y position, I'm going to give it 350, 100 and 700. This is the width and height, 700 and 500. Also I need to set the icon for my window. So before this, we need to import from PyQt5 GUI. We are going to import Q icon. So self.set window icon, and in here you can give Q icon, and I have already added an icon to my working directory, so it is a players.png, and at the end you need to show your window. Okay, now we have created this class. Now we need to create the object of this class. The first thing we need to create the object of our Q application. So every PyQt5 application must create an application object. So, and also we need to pass the sys argument v parameter in there. It's because by using sys.argument v parameter, it can list of arguments from a command line. Now you can just simply write app q application, and you can pass sys.argv in here. And now I'm going to create my window object, and finally we are going to enter to the main loop of the application. So the event handling starts from this point, and the main loop receives events from the Windows system and dispatches them to the application widget. So you can simply write in here sys.exit and app.execute, like this. Okay, now if I run this, you will see that I have a nice simple window in here, like this. Okay, now after this, I'm going to create a new method in here that's called initUI. In here I need to create my widgets. So before this, I need to import my for example, I need push button in here. So first I need to import the Q push button. Also I need a Q edge box layout, a Q V box layout, a Q label, also a Q slider. So like this. Okay, now let me bring this in here, like this. Okay, so okay, now the first thing, okay, also I need to import from PyQt5 QtMultimedia. We are going to import QMediaPlayer, like this. let me just create the object of QMediaPlayer in here. So self.mediaPlayer QMediaPlayer. Now this QMediaPlayer class allows the playing of a media source. You need to give the parent to none, and also we need to give a flag of QMediaPlayer.video surface. So video surface. Let me just give a comment. Create media player object. After this, we need to create a video widget. Now the video widget class provides a widget which presents video produced by a media object. So also we need to import this. The first thing we need from PyQt5 Multimedia widget, import QVideo widget, and we need to create the object of that in here. Create video widget object. So video widget QVideo QVideo widget, like this. So now we need to create our UI, and we want to design our UI. We need a push button for the opening of a video. Create open button. I call it open btn q push button, and you can say for example open video. After this, I'm going to create another push button. It is for playing of our video. So create button for playing, and self.playbtn q push button. And by default, I want that this button be disabled. So I want to make this set enable to false. By default, it's true. It takes a boolean value. And also, I'm going to just set an icon for this. I'm going to use the icons that are available in PyQt5. self.playbtn.setIcon, and I'm going to use add the style for the button dot standard icon, and the Q style, we need to import this Q style. So at the top I need to import Q style like this. Okay, Q style dot, now they're different. We are going to use media play. Okay, after this we need to create our slider. So self.slider Q slider. We want, there are two different kinds of slider. We have a vertical slider and horizontal slider. We want a horizontal slider. So from PyQt5 core import Qt like this, and now you can set that Qt.horizontal like this. And we need to set the range for this, so set range 0 0. Okay, and the last widget, I think it will be the last widget, we are going to create a label, because if we face to a problem, we want the error should be written in the label. So self.label and QLabel, and also self.label.setSize policy, and we need to import QSize policy in here. QSize policy, QSize policy dot preferred, and QSize policy dot maximum. Okay, now it's time to do some layout management. We have created our widgets. Now we need to add this widgets in the layouts. we are going to use two layouts, horizontal box layout and also vertical box layout. First, let me just create our H box layout in here. H box layout, Q H box layout, and you can set the margin, so contents margins 0, 0, 0 and 0. Okay, now we need to set widgets to the H box layout. H box layout dot add widget, and we are going to add our open btn, and H box layout dot add widget, and we are going to add our play btn in here. Also H box dot add widget self dot slider. Okay, so also we are going to create a VBox layout. So this VBox layout will be our main layout for our widgets, and also including this HBox layout. Okay, for this we need to first create this VBox layout, VBox layout, and we need to add VBox layout dot add widget. We want to add our video widget in here, and after this VBox dot add layout, and we need to add our this HBox layout to the VBox layout like this. And after that I'm going to just VBox layout dot add widget, add this self dot label in here. Okay, and at the end you need to save this layout to your window. Okay, so it's completed our design. Now let me just run this. Okay, because we need to call this method in here, I have forgot. cell.initUI, let me run it. Okay, now you can see that we have our widgets in here. We have open video, we have this, you can see by default it is disabled, and we have this slider. Now we need to bring change to the the color of this window. I want make it black. The first thing I need to import Q palette in here from Qt GUI, and in our window we need to create the object of this palette. Okay, p self dot palette, and after this p dot set color, and we are going to set Q palette dot window and Qt dot black like this, and at the end self dot set palette to our p. Let me just run this. Okay, now you can see our color of the window is changed. Now we need to work on our this open button. When we click, it should open a directory for us. So come down, and in here let me just create call it diff open file, and I'm going to create a file name. Before this we need to import qfile dialog in here. Qfile dialog. Okay, file name qfile dialog dot get open file name, and the parent is self, and you need to give the title, so open video like this. Now we need to check that if our file name is not empty. So if this is the case, we are going to set the media content to our media player. So self.mediaPlayer dot set media, and we need to import media content. QMediaContent, QMediaContent, and also I'm going to import QURL in here. So QURL and okay, QMediaContent QURL dot from local file, and we are going to add our file name in here. And after that, if you remember, we have if you run this, you can see that this button is right now disabled, because when we created our button and in here we make the set enable to false. Now when a user choose a video, we want to make it enable. So in here you can use self.playbtn.set enabled and make it to true, like this. Okay, now I'm going to connect this in my open file, openbtn.collect.connect, and it is self.openFile. Now let me just run this, and if I click on open video, and if I choose a video from here, and you can see it is enabled. Okay, now we have created our open. So after this we are going to work on our playing video. For this I'm going to just create another method called play video, and now I'm going to check the media player state. So if self.mediaPlayer.state state if it is QMediaPlayer playing state. Okay, so if this is the case, we are going to pause our media player. So self.mediaPlayer.pause, like this. And in the else case, so in the else case, if that is in the pause state, we are going to play that. So self.mediaPlayer.play, like this. Okay, and now I think so we have created this. Now we need to just connect this to our play. Where is it? I think it's in here. So self.playbtn.clicked, and I want to .connect. So this is the clicked signal, and I want to connect my self.play method or slot in my clicked signal. And now if I run this, so let me just run this, and I'm going to just open video, and I want to choose a video in here, for example this video, and I'm going to click on play. So I have a problem. Let me just check this, that where is the problem for this. If it is okay guys, it's not working because we haven't set the video widget to our media player. Now in here where we have set our layout, we need to set that. So self.mediaPlayer.set video output, and we are going to add our video widget in here. Now let me just run it again, and I'm waiting for this. Okay, now this open video, and if I click on the desktop on the document, and let me choose this and play, now you can see that it is playing like this.
Hello, I'm Parwiz.
Now we are going to work on our media state change. If I click on this, you can see it's paused, but we need to an icon, a pause icon in here. So like this, if we play, we have a play icon, and if we paused, we should have a paused icon. So now let me just show you that, and you need to come down. Okay, now let me just create div and I call it media state changed, and you need to give a state in here. Okay, so now I'm going to check that if self dot media player dot state, if my state is playing state, so QMediaPlayer dot playing state, in this case I'm going to set the pause icon for the button. So self dot play btn dot set icon, and I'm going to just use the standard icon, so self dot style and dot standard icon, and in here q style dot, I'm going to just use the pause sp media pause, and in the else case, so in the else case I'm going to just use the play in here, the play button, the play icon. So let me just copy this and paste it in here, and I'm going to change this to sp media play like this. And now if I run this, let me just, okay, now we need to connect our this media state change method to the there are some signals for our media player. So the first one is the media state change. You can do that in here. Okay, so let me call it media player signals. Self dot media player dot state changed dot connect, and this is self dot media state changed. Now let me just run this. Okay, if I click on open video, and if I choose, for example, a video from here, and now I can play, you can see now I have the pause button, and also I can play this like this. Okay, now we are going to work on our this slider. Right now the slider is not functional, and we need to add functionality for this. So we need to create a position changed and also duration changed methods in here. So the first one is div position changed, and we need to add the position in here. Okay, so you can simply write self dot slider and dot set value, and you need to add the position in here. Also we need to create another method in here that is called duration changed. So duration changed, and also you need to pass duration in here. Self dot slider dot set range, and we are going to set the range to 0 and add the duration in here. Okay, now we need to connect these methods to the related signals and signals of media player. So in here self dot media player dot, the first one is position changed dot connect, self dot position changed, and the second one is self dot media player dot it was duration changed dot connect, self dot duration changed. Okay, now let me just run this, and if I click on open video, so if I choose this method and play this, now you can see that our slider is working.
Hello everyone, I'm Parwiz, and in this video I'm going to introduce PyQt5 images. So these images are...
Okay, now another thing that we are going to work, that's slider. So if I bring this a slider, it's not functional. So we are going to work on this. For this, let me just create another method in here. So I call it diff set position, and we are going to add the position in here. You can simply write self.mediaPlayer dot set position to the position, and now we have a signal for our slider that's called I think it is, yeah, it's slider moved. We need to connect to that, so bring your slider in here, and where is it? Label hbox slider, yeah, slider and slider moved connect, and we are going to just connect the set position in here. Set position. Now let me just run it again, and if I click on open video, document, and choose this play, and so now you can see, now you can do also you can pause, and you can do like this. You can change this like this. The last thing, you can set your error handler if you want. Let me just complete this, and I will add the source code to the video description. You can get the source code, so you can write handle errors like this. Or it's misspelling errors. Okay. If we face to any error, we are going to make our button, play button, to the false. We want to make it disable, and we are going to print the error to the label that we have created. Set text error self dot media player dot error string, like this. Okay, you can do this, it's optional, and you can just make it like this, and now it's completed. If I run this, I can open the video, and I can select from here a video, and I can play this like this, and also I can work on this. So thank you guys. If you have any question, please let me know, and for the further videos, please subscribe to my channel, and I will add source code to the video description.